I'm going to show you guys how I make my eyes look bigger. As you can see, I have small eyes, I have hooded eyes. When I don't have eyebrows and when I don't have my forehead contoured, and because I have small hooded eyes, all you see is skin all the way up my forehead, and that's all you see, and then these tiny little beads once in a while poking around my face. Now I've got the rest of my makeup on for the day, so that's already done, and of course I've put my eyebrows on. I'm going to show you how I get bigger eyes with just a few techniques. Now of course the first thing is always your eyebrows. Make sure that if you have blonde eyebrows or really sparse eyebrows, you fill them in and make them a little bit more distinct. You don't have to have them as dark as mine. You can do them lighter depending on your hair color and your preference, but definitely have something that's going to shape around your eyes, okay? Another big one is making sure that you remove any distractions from under your eyes as far as like eye bags or really dark circles. Those are important because those take away from your eyes. We want to draw all the attention back to the eyes. So the first product that I'm going to be using today, this is called NV+1, and it is a cream-based formula. It's from the Demi line on the same website. I will link it down below for you guys. And then I'm going to be using this brush. It's a tapered brush. It's kind of a smaller point brush, but the bristles are fairly loose. So I want a more pointed brush like this, but having some loose bristles. Now the first thing I'm going to start doing with I'm going to be contouring under my eyes, is I'm just going to take the tip of that brush and just get a tiny little bit of product on there, not much. And I'm going to start underneath my eyes, and you'll notice that underneath my eyes, you'll see where I've got my lower lash line, but you'll also see where the eyeball, there's an eyeball indentation right there. It's where my eyeball actually sits in my eyelids, okay? So I'm actually going to be contouring that, not my lower lash line, just below it actually. Now I don't want to go too far down, so this is kind of important. I don't want to go too far down because it will look like I have dark circles, but if I keep it just below my lower lash line, it will look like a natural shadow. So now I'm going to take that color underneath, right where my eyeball starts. So you're looking at about right here. It's going to look kind of funny at first. Now I did a YouTube short with this technique in it, but I thought I would do a longer video just to give you guys a little bit more in-depth explanation of this. Now I like to take this up just because my eyes tend to look kind of droopy, and if I do that where I take it up, it's going to lift my eyes a little bit. Now if you already have lifted eyes, you don't need to worry about that. You can come across or however you like that look. I'm going to take that color and just diffuse it inward a little bit, but I want most of my color to be about halfway through my eye and out. You'll notice I'm doing this before I put any eyeshadow on. I want this kind of just an underneath look to create a natural shadow. I'm going to do a little bit more right here, but not much. And I'm going to bring that up. And I want to diffuse it into my lower lash line just a bit and bring that out and up. I'm going to do the top side now. So you'll notice too where my indentation is for my eyeball, it's where the crease is. Now I have some extra skin, but I'm just gonna go on top of where that fold of extra skin is on me, because that's where my eyelid, where my eye indentation actually is. And I'm just gonna follow that same process, but on the top lid, all right? And it's a little bit above my crease, and a little bit on the folds of my skin because I have hooded eyes. If you don't, just stick to your eye crease. And then I'm gonna bring that across. Rather than following how my eye naturally goes down, I'm gonna bring that across out here to kind of meet up with where I brought this part. So that's the first thing, and then the next thing is just putting your eyeshadow over the top of that. You can do whatever colors that you want over that, but you're going to keep that natural looking shadow underneath your eyes as you put your makeup on. And if you feel like you got a little bit like down too low, just go in with some of your concealer and just barely clean up just below it, just to keep a distinct line, because you don't want it to draw down into your eye bag area or dark circle area, whatever it is, any discoloration that you have. You want to keep them separate. So I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of color just for just like an eyeshadow look, and deepen that area. I'm not going to do a lot today. It's going to be a fairly light look, and you can just do one shade You can do 2, 3, 4 shades, whatever you want. Then I'm going to take the lighter color that I put on my eyebrows, and I'm just going to bring it under my eyes and diffuse that down a little bit. Kind of smoke out the shadow just a little bit, but not much. Just to draw them together. So that is how I make my eyes look bigger without eyelash extensions. It's a very simple contouring process. Like I said before, I did a YouTube short and I felt like we just need a little bit more explanation in it. So this just makes my eyes look a lot bigger compared to before. And you can just see how simple that was. And I only have 2 eyeshadow colors on my eyes. I don't have a ton of eyeshadows on my eyes, so it's a very, very beginner friendly. Just practice that technique with just getting it right in that crease and drawing it up and out so that you can make your eyes look more elongated and a little bit more open and wide. Of course, your eyes are going to be different than mine just a little bit, so you'll have to play with your technique a little bit, but the concept is going to be the same. If you guys like this video, please like it and share it with anybody that you think it would help, with anybody that has small eyes like you and me. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see future videos from me, and I hope you guys had a happy 4th of July. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.